The Ghanaian cedi is rising against the dollar, but the Nigerian naira seems to fall drastically against the US dollar. So many Nigerians are reacting as a Nigerian content creator is saying that she wants to go to Ghana because the Ghanaian currency is a bit stronger. This video is from last year, but to tell you how bad the Nigerian naira is, a video from last year is trending. Why is it trending? People are saying this video was made last year, and even as at this year, nothing has changed.
Naira falls as the lowest at its fall to 1,600 naira per dollar. Wait till today, see, February 15, 2024, naira is 1,600 naira per dollar. 1/6. And Nigerians are keeping quiet. Like, I don't get what is happening in this country. Or because they have threatened that if you criticize the government, you go to 3 years imprisonment. Are people scared of speaking out? Because this is becoming unbearable. Like, this is becoming too much. 1,600 naira per dollar. And Nigerians are keeping quiet, like everything is normal, like everything is okay, like everything is fine, the country is moving well. People are suffering, people are dying of hunger, and they're not saying anything. How did we get here? Or are people already giving up on this? This country has, or people has already given up in their country? What is happening, for Christ's sake? What is happening? $1,600, and people are not speaking. And like, people are keeping quiet. Everywhere is just like normal. Everybody is doing their normal activity, going on their normal way, like as if to say things are going well. Why things are not going well? How? Like, people who deals with importation, how do you do a business? How do you survive with a business of 1,600 per dollar? How much will you buy? How did you say? What is happening? I'm not understanding anything. No. And Nigerians, if you people are tired of speaking, if you can't speak out, I beg anybody, if you have any reliable agents that give asylum in Ghana, please contact me. Maybe I have to go to Ghana and seek asylum, because how can people survive in 1,600 per dollar? How do people survive in this, with this economy? How is it going to be possible? And Nigerians are not speaking up. Our leaders are just sharing money, sharing millions, and sharing. It's not affecting them. They're already stacking money in their house, in their private account, in fact, anywhere stackable. So it's not affecting them, the poor masses. And they keep on creating new law to reap the poor masses. I have said they want all the content creators to start paying tax. While in Nigeria, Facebook is not monetizable, TikTok is not monetizable. How do they pay tax? How do content creators pay tax? While you can't prevent avenue for them to make money. How? They have stopped. They have everything. Every of their bills right now is actually affecting the citizen. They don't bring another law that if you want to transfer money from foreign currency, immediately it lands to Nigeria, they will just exchange it to Naira immediately. You can't transfer foreign currency from abroad to Nigeria. Just any bill to affect the citizen. That's the only thing they are good at. Like, how did we get here? And people are not speaking. I beg. I want to go to Ghana and seek for asylum. I don't know if Ghana people will accept me, but forget what happened. I need an asylum in any reliable agent, any reliable source that will get me asylum in Ghana. Make I move to Ghana. I think because this economy.
Is Nigeria okay? If you've been following the news, you know that the Nigerian currency has been falling apart. It plummeted to 1,524 to $1 this week. Essentially a 230% loss of its own value within the last year. But what exactly is causing this? Number one is the high demand for dollars. Imagine everyone in Nigeria suddenly wants to buy dollars. They need dollars for things like paying school fees abroad, medical bills, and buying stuff from other countries, but there aren't enough dollars available. Two, not enough dollars. The Nigerian government used to get a lot of dollars from selling oil, but recently that income has dropped to almost zero. So there's not enough money in dollars to go around. Three, less money in reserves. Think of the Central Bank of Nigeria as a big piggy bank. It keeps foreign reserves, like dollars, to help the economy. But lately, that piggy bank has been shrinking. Less money in the piggy bank means less support for the Naira, or black market hustle. When people couldn't get enough dollars from the official market, they turned to the black market. And there, they paid much higher prices for dollars. It's like buying a toy from a friend because the store ran out, but you pay more. So in a nutshell, the Naira is dropping in value because everyone wants dollars. There aren't enough dollars, and the piggy bank is getting smaller. It's like a game of musical chairs, and unfortunately, the Naira is losing out.
While a Nigerian man based in Ghana compares the Ghanaian Cedis and the Nigerian Naira. You're welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Let's watch videos.
I am back in Ghana. Now, from my last video, I got so many comments, and that's to show you that Africans are actually interested in the economics of its countries. I'm not here to tell you whether the Naira is bigger than the Cedis or Cedis is bigger than the Naira. With me here, I have Ghana Cedis with me. I also have Naira with me. And now, I have the United States dollar as well with me. Now, I want to explain something to all of you. You see, the Ghana Cedis is a very powerful currency. The same way is Naira. Naira is also a powerful currency. Ghana Cedis doesn't perform so much well in its country. And Naira also performs perfectly well in its country, but doesn't perform perfectly well in other people's country. Now you see that the dollar performs pretty well everywhere it goes. That's not because dollar is bigger than Naira or dollar is bigger than Cedis. Now let me shock you people. The dollar, $100 will give you how much? Around 1,560 cedis to about 1,600 cedis as at the day I made this video. And dollar in Naira, $100 in Naira will give you about 150,000 to about 155,000 as at the day I made this video. Now comparing it together, if you change this Ghana Cedis, this 1,600 Ghana Cedis, if you change it to Naira, you get 150,000 or 152,000 thereabout, or the equivalent, something of that nature. If you see that the $100 in Ghana is the same amount as $100 in Nigeria. You understand? But the question is, what can this $100 do for you in Ghana, and what can the $100 do for you in Nigeria? Now, this is how you judge the performance of currencies. Again, I am not telling you that Naira is better than Cedis. Neither am I telling you that Cedis is better than Naira. It is for you to understand and judge this by yourself. You have listened to how I am analyzing these currencies. It is in your own way now that you understand this thing and drop your comment based on that. As I said, don't forget, these two currencies are strong currencies, but some performs better outside the country, while some performs better in their own country. Naira doesn't perform pretty well in Nigeria. Outside Nigeria, but Naira performs perfectly well in Nigeria. Now, 150,000 doesn't mean you are rich in Nigeria. 1,600 Ghana Cedis doesn't mean you are rich in Ghana. You understand? But 1,600 Ghana Cedis in Ghana cannot rent you an apartment for 1 year. In fact, the smallest of apartment, it cannot pay for a full year for you, unless you want to live in a bachelor house somewhere like in Accra. But I can tell you there are places in Abuja where you see rent house for a year for as cheap as 150,000 naira a year. I'm not still saying that Naira is bigger than Cedis or Cedis is bigger than Naira. All of them have the way they perform in their various countries and outside country. I would prefer to take Cedis to Nigeria, but I would not like to bring Naira to Ghana. You understand? Because if I bring my Naira to Ghana, it seems I'm not getting the value for my Naira here. But if I take Cedis to Nigeria, I will get the value of that Cedis in Nigeria, because internationally, the Cedis will perform better than the Naira. But locally, Naira will perform better than the Cedis. I hope you understand.
The video of that Nigerian content creator I played earlier is current. That video was made in 2024 last year. But as at today, in 2025, the Nigerian Naira is still 1.6. I always put evidence in my video. So that's to tell you that nothing has changed. In fact, we are even surprised that it has not even depreciated to 2,000 Naira to $1. Because as at the rate the Nigerian Naira was falling last year, it was so bad that people are speculating that by August, 1 Naira will be equivalent to 2,000 Naira will be equivalent to $1. That is how bad the Nigerian Naira is depreciating. So many people are asking, why is the Nigerian Naira depreciating? The reasons are not far-fetched. You also listened to that lady who gave her own, amazing analysis on why the Nigerian naira is falling. It's simple. It's not rocket science. Number one, Nigerian does more of import compared to export. We are a consumption country. Our economy thrives highly on importation, not on exportation. Meaning we need the US dollar like our life depends on it, like our economy depends on it, which is sad. Our economy actually depends on the US dollar. It is that sad. Nigerian naira has no value outside Nigeria. Seme, Togo here, Lome. Nigerian naira is that useless when you take it to a country as Togo. Togo, I'm not saying Ghana now. Nigerians who have gone to Togo for vacations always complain that the Togolese sefa is higher than the Nigerian naira. It is only in Nigeria you can use naira and you have some benefit. It's only in Nigeria. Like that content creator said, it's only in Nigeria you can use Nigerian naira and then you just feel the value a little, depending on what you want to buy. So the Nigerian naira has fallen beyond the status quo for a long time, for a very long time. The country is doing more of importation, and not just that. The Nigerian naira is being devalued every single time. Why? Because there are major properties you want to buy here in Nigeria, and they're telling you pay in dollar. There are some clubs in Nigeria that pays in dollar. Why? So the Nigerian government knows what to do to make the Nigerian naira bounce back. Only them know why they are not doing it. Maybe it is benefiting them. That is why they don't want to bounce it back. Now, for that Nigerian guy who lives in Ghana who was saying that Nigerian naira is, has more value in Nigeria compared to the Ghanaian cedis, that in Ghana, the US dollar has more value compared to the, Ghanaian cedis. To me, I would say for Nigerian naira, if you earn in dollar and you live in Nigeria, you're going to live a better life. In fact, you're going to enjoy yourself. Most people in Nigeria who are living good lives, who are enjoying the best of the best amenities, who are going to the best schools, are those who earn in dollar or those who have family members abroad that send them money. Why? Because just imagine you sending me $100. By the time I convert it, that is 160,000. But if you send somebody who lives in Ghana $100, it's like because right now it's around 16 cedis thereabouts to $1 and all. That is like almost do the calculation. So it is only people who live in Nigeria who will enjoy dollar conversion more. That is just it. If you give someone who lives in Nigeria 1,000 US dollars and someone who lives in Ghana 1,000 US dollars, the one who lives in Nigeria will enjoy the money more. Why? Because the Nigerian naira has been devaluated to the highest proportion you can imagine. And it has caused a lot of inflation in the system. Things are very expensive. The naira is only useful in Nigeria. Once we take it out to neighboring countries, I'm using as small as Togo now, because you all know Togo is a small country, the size and all. It is not useful there. So what are we saying? But at least if you take the Ghanaian cedis to Nigeria, it is useful. By the time you do your conversion rate, you know how much you're going home with. But guys, feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. Can the Nigerian naira ever bounce back? But I have no opinions on that. I'm Delicious Army. Yeah, I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.